Ndewono, Sanu, Ekabo, thank you for joining us. This is a shout out to the mothering community. As we all know that Mother's Day is around the corner, and I have asked you, my viewers, community, friends, family, to send in your videos mentioning those who have been your mother support. So your mothers, your grandmothers, your spirit mothers, your godmothers, your mother figures, anyone that has contributed and held you up in a motherly way, just like how we had it back in the day. Well, I don't know if it's back in the day. I think it's actually people still do it. You call the radio stations and then you say something sweet and make a request. So I'm bringing it to the online community to do the same, and you all have been amazing to send your videos. So I'm gonna stop talking and let the videos roll. Feel free to share with your loved ones and leave a message in the comments as well if your video you want to be on the next one, or if you also want to still send messages, leave it in the comment section. Okay, thank you. But on my own part, before I sign off, today is actually another special day because it's also my mother's birthday. So it's extremely special to me because I'm recording this part for you guys on her birthday, and I want to use this medium to say happy birthday to her and to thank her for her support and love, her unconditional love, her wisdom, her guidance. She's been and continues to be an absolute, I don't even have words for it. So yeah, so thank you, Mom. And then to my sister, who has also helped me, has been another mother figure to me, to my aunties, to my the people that have come through my life. The list is endless. If I start mentioning, I'd say Dr. Veronica Ofebune, I would say there are just too many to mention, and God has blessed me with the community of women who have shown me how it is. Even friends who have become mothers in their own way as we walk through this mothering journey. I can't thank you enough for your support system, and I dedicate this special episode to you. So I'm gonna sign off now and then let others do their own due diligence. Did I just say due diligence? Do their own part. But thank you. Happy Mother's Day. We love you all. Mwah.
Hi. So I'm by name Aja Josephine Kemdream. So I'm here to say a big shout out to my mother by name Mrs. Aja Josephine Kemdream. So it's so obvious that I'm her namesake. So I want to say a very big shout out to my mother for being my role model. She made me, I would say she made me. She is one of the reasons why I am where I am today. She has always supported me. Even when a lot of person gave up on me, she has always been there to tell my daughter, I believe in you and I know you can do it. And that is why I am saying that she has always been part of my dreams. I really, really do miss our good times together. She's still alive though, but then staying away from her has not always been easy. There's a time I cannot actually go a day without speaking to my mother. I try to go to bed. I cry to go to bed because of how I feel. The first time I left my mother to stay alone, to school either, I've always cried before going to bed because when I was with her, she's just everything. I can't make any step in life without involving her because she's a wonderful woman, and the better part of me today came from her, and that is one thing I really, really do appreciate. I want to say God bless her, God keeps her, to reap the fruit of her labor, for being a good mother, for being a good mentor, and for being a good guardian, and for always being there to, support her husband, to... It's not easy, yeah, but then I say may God, keep her.
I'm for Felix and Nandura here, and this is a special video, a special shout out video to my moms, the person of Mrs. Uche Nebeli, my adopted mother, and one for Chinyere, my biological mother. There are people God placed in your life, and automatically you know you're destined to be great, you know. And God placed these special people in my life because He loved me that much to give me beautiful people to surround me with. He loved me that much to give me people that showed me love unconditionally. My mom and my adopted mother, you know. And my adopted mother did most of the job because she took out her time, you know, to nurture me, to grow me into something, to believe in me, to see me, to hear me, you know, and to care for me, you know. So this is a special video, a shout-out video, saying thank you for everything they have done, saying thank you for all the time they endured pain to make sure I was good. Thank you for all the time they took out their time to make sure I felt special. I never celebrated my birthday until I got to my adopted mom's house. You know, that was when the idea of a real family, that was when I knew what the idea of a real family looked like, you know. And she transformed my life. She gave me purpose. She gave my life meaning. And she told me that I could be anything I wanted to be. Mrs. Uche Enebeli, you know. Other people look for mentors in big people, you know, the celebrities of this world, the Einsteins, the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Cosmos Madoka of this world. I knew I had a mentor right with my adopted mom. She was my mentor, you know. And one of my best moments where I could just walk into her room and sit down and we could have conversations for hours, you know. And I walk out there feeling like I've been loaded with information, feeling like I've been loaded with wisdom, you know. And she taught me that communication, you know. She taught me communication, you know. I never knew how to communicate, you know, my feelings or anything. But she taught me the power of communication. Even when resolving conflict, even when we have our little fights, you know, mother and son, you know, she sits me down to let me understand why things had to be the way she wants it to be, you know. Because at that time, I'm only seeing it from my view. But she is seeing it from my mother's angle. And I had to understand it. You know, so I want to tell her thank you for taking out her time to love me, to care for me, to always be there for me. There's nothing that woman will not do for me, you know, and I love her so much. She is the only one person that I know I can call and I talk about my problems with, and she understands me immediately. She's my hero, and when I count my blessings, I count her twice, and I thank God that God loved me that much to place such a soul in my life, to place such a blessing in my life. So whenever this video gets to you, Mom, just know that I love you and I'm going to make you proud.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Bright, and I'm from Abia State, Arochukwu to be precise. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to my mommy. She has been there for me. She has been all I have ever since I lost my dad. She has been like a god, like, let me just say, a second god to me. Through thick and thin, she has been there to see me go through school and all that. I want to say a very big thank you to her. Thank you, mommy. And I'm using this opportunity to say thanks to my siblings as well. They really tried their best. They played their role, their part and all that. But all thanks go to my mom, especially. So I'm doing this through Ebele. I want to say a very big thank you for you to give me this opportunity, you know, to say a very big thank you to my mommy. I love you, mommy, and I pray you'll be my mom in my next world. Thank you very much.
My name is Abigail Nika, literally the lion himself. Yeah, I'm making this video to give a shout out to my men who have been my bone and my everything. Ever since my dad died when we were very, very young, I am my siblings, my sisters. Since we were little, my dad died, and my mom had been the one taking care of us as well, and she saw us through. I and my three sisters, she saw us through, and she has been around taking care of us all this while. And me personally, my mom loves me so much, and she has shown up for me in many ways that I cannot even explain. And I want to say God, in His infinite mercy, will give my mom a very long life. Mommy, I love you so much. You're going to live very long in this life for me. and my siblings and our children and our children's children, that's your grandchildren. Of course, everybody will surround your table at your old age. And my mom has been very, 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 very good. I don't even know how to explain everything, but I just have to say that she's been great all this while. Anything I needed, she's been there for me. Right from when I was a little boy, now that I'm a man, she's been there for me, and God will surely bless her and keep her for us. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Hello, amazing people. I'm Onka Christiana Chidima by name, and on this special day, my shout out goes to my mom for being my support system, for being my backbone. She's truly a mother. She has taught me what being a strong woman is. You know, I want to appreciate her for not giving up on I and my siblings when my father died, knowing how difficult it is for one person to raise 4 children single-handedly. I want to appreciate her for being there for us, for not abandoning us, for being there, for helping us, for her prayers, for her support, for being an amazing mother. You know, I can't really find words to express my gratitude to her. I want to thank God for the gift of my mother in our lives. I really appreciate her for being strong, even when she had the reasons to give up. I really want to thank her. I love you, Mom, and I pray that God keeps you, that God preserves you, that God grants you long life in good health to eat the fruit of your labor. Secondly, I want to shout out to Mrs. Ndiele Ngozi. I really want to appreciate God for the gift of this woman in my life. She has been a mother figure. Even when I was naive, when I didn't know what I was doing, she was there. She accepted me with open arms, and she's been truly amazing. Particularly in the year 2017, when I gave birth to my son, I literally didn't know what being a mother was at the time. But she was there. She saw me through. She encouraged me. She helped me through the journey of pregnancy until I gave birth. It wasn't by my power. I couldn't have done it alone, but she was there. She encouraged me. She helped me in ways I least expected. She guided me through that journey. She was truly a mother figure at the time, and I really appreciate her. I need her to know how much I love her. Mommy, I don't take your kindness for granted. I really love you. I do love you from the depth of my heart. I do appreciate your kindness. I do appreciate your love towards me, even when you shouldn't have, even when you didn't have the reason to. I really appreciate you. And I pray that God also satisfies you with long life and good health. You are truly a mother, and I love you, Lord. My third shout out goes to Mrs. Enebeli Uche. What can I say? God really knows how to direct our paths, you know. It's just like God had it all figured out. When I was saying, how am I going to do it? She was there. She was there. She's still there. She's really a mother figure. I really want to thank her for her words of encouragement, for her support, financial support, for her words of encouragement. You know, you don't know what it means to have the gift of good people around you. People who makes you to see, people who gives you hope when it seems like all hope is lost. I know God is using her. I really know God is using her. In fact, she has wowed me. She has amazed me in ways I didn't expect. She has amazed me in ways I didn't expect, people. I can't really express my gratitude, but I pray that God keeps her, that God grants her heart's desires, that God upholds her, satisfy her with long life and good health. That God also helps her children, same way she has helped me, even when she shouldn't have. Even when she shouldn't have. You know, I can't express it. I can't find the right words to express my gratitude to this woman for being a mother figure in my life. Mommy, I love you. And lastly, my shout out goes to Mrs. Adetunji Tokbe. In fact, I am one of the people God has blessed with the gift of good people. I don't know what led me to her, but on that faithful day in church, my spirit, I just saw her, and my spirit told me, this is your friend. I approached her and I told her, Mommy, I want you to be my friend. And she accepted. I want to thank God for the gift of Mrs. Adetunji in my life. Mrs. Adetunji Tope, I really love you, and I pray that God keeps all of you, that God preserves your lives until the day He blesses me. That God rewards your kindness with long life in good health. I love you all, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being mother figures in my life. Thank you so much. Bye.
My name is Moses Peter. So the person I'm actually talking about is my mother. So and my favorite memory about her, the favorite memory I have with her is back in the days when we normally go to school and we normally pay school fees. But then, to go through my father times to get the school fees is actually very, very hard. So I don't go direct to my father. The only person that has great access to my father was my mother. So she's the only one I'll go to. So back then, maybe whenever they send me out from school, or they send me out because I don't have textbook or anything, so my mother will be the only person I would always go to, and she will understand and sympathize with me and tell me that, don't worry, I'll get the money from your father. So I'm saying a very, very big shout out to my mother, because she has always been there for me. She has always been there for all of us, even my siblings too. So that's it.
Yeah, my name is Madumere David Chinamerem. You can also call me Raymond. Shout out to my mom, Mrs. Caroline Madumere. I love you. That woman is so loving, caring, so spiritual. Evangelist Pastor Caro. I love you, Mom. I love you so much. Anywhere you are, I love you. And shout out to my mom, Mama Tyrene. That woman is so special, loving, caring, sweet. And also shout out to my babe, Sinaya Takai. I love you. Peace out.
Hi. So I would like to send a shout out to Mrs. Egbe. She was my corporate law lecturer in law school, Lagos campus. After the release of the bar finals in 2017, October 21st, midnight, I hit the snag. My result was withheld. I remember calling some of my lecturers, the ones that were in charge of my group, the seating arrangements, the whatever, but they were not very receptive. They shut me out. It was as if I committed murder or something. Then a friend of mine gave me Mrs. Egbe's number. And I called her in 2018, sometime 2018. I was doing my service in Abuja then. We were calling her. I walked out of the office and I called her and she answered the first ring. She was like, "How are you? Are you okay? What are you doing?" This, that. Like she instantly became a mom. No questions asked. Not, "Are you at fault?" or pointing out blames or all that. She just listened and advised and told me, "Don't worry, don't think too much about it. Just focus on your PPA. By the time you're done, your PPA, this whole thing would have sorted itself out." And I want to say thank you. That call gave me a very different ending because I know the dark places I was going in my thought process, and that call gave me a very, very different ending. And I want to say thank you, ma. I hear now that you put haircuts, and I hope life is always and it's kind to you.
My name is Francis Onyedikachi, and I want to give a very big shout out to my mom. She played a very big role in my life today, and I want to say I love you so much. Thank you so much for the care, for the affection you showed towards me. I know I was a very big stubborn, but thank you that you didn't give up on me. I could remember when I was sick, my mom took care of me. She spent a lot, to the extent that she even lost her job, and she was taking care of me. And I won't forget that, mom. Mom, if you're watching this, just know that I love you so much. My love for you is second to none. Even when I wanted to join the bad boys, I wanted to join courts, you pleaded, you cried. You told me not to. You said something in Igbo, "Onya morona ne na agog," because then I was the only son. You said "Onya morona ne na agog," which is a person who was born only him in this world doesn't go for a fight, and which is true, because anything that happens, the line is all closed. And thank God I took your advice, mom. I really appreciate all you did for me, Mama. I love you so much.
Thank you for sending in your videos. Thank you for sharing your love with the world. I know that your family, your mother figures are happy to, see how you hold them in high esteem. And there are no words, so I'm just gonna say that we are glad we're able to, show the people that we love, what they mean to us and how special they are being in our lives. So I'm just going to sign off now, and thank you for warming our hearts with your warmth and the memories that you shared. Also, we could do, send me a message through the email that is going to be put on the comment section. Send me a message of another special edition you would like us to do. Obviously, Father's Day is coming up as well, so we're going to be doing that. So, thank you for watching the show. Share, like, subscribe, the usual. Love you. Bye-bye. Mwah.